Hi, this is Coach RJ from Lean Berets. Here's my What, Why, How video on different sizes of Persian Meel clubs. So the first video I did on meals in this video series was about what they are in general and why I use them and how they'll benefit you. But now I want to dissect the sizes and shapes a little bit more specifically. So while they're all meal clubs, they have different purposes. So we'll start with the lighter ones here in the center. Now these were designed by Rosewater Kinetics in Idaho. I worked with them a little bit on the design of these prototypes because what I found getting into meal clubs is that I didn't notice any women using them. And even the stronger women that I know were hesitant to engage because the clubs were a little bit long for them. They weren't as tall, and so they could ground out on their feet or bump the ground when they were using these big 360 patterns, and they were also just too heavy for their shoulders. So I always want everyone to play, and so I started thinking, well, how can I get more people involved? So of course you want to regress for safety purposes and to get more people involved, so that's where these came from. So we'll call these meal clubs, even though they're a lot smaller. These are only about 2 pounds, but historically they had smaller meal clubs as well, so it's nothing new. This is a nice classical design by Revolution Clubs. It's got that taper kind of barrel design. It's my favorite style of meal club would be this one. This is 6 pounds. They come up in the 8-pound ranges for the same shape too. This is a little bit of a prototype from Revolution, but it's still got that kind of tapered barrel. These are actually older vintage clubs. This is a club I got from an Iranian gym that went out of business. And this is a very classical design as well. So the one in the center is Rosewater Kinetics, and it's a club they used to make. It has a lot different design than the other ones in the table. So again, like with the Indian clubs, which are smaller, there's no one absolute way to make a meal club. There's going to be different lengths and sizes and shapes, and depending on how the weight is distributed, the action is completely different on your shoulder. This club works very, very different than this one. It's not only shorter, but the weight is concentrated different along the length of the whole club. So that's what they are in terms of different sizes, why I like different sizes of clubs and how I use them with clients, and how they will benefit you would be like I explained in the first video. A lot of shoulder mobility, definitely strength, increased flexibility maybe, and also a lot of brain fitness, especially when you use one club. So I hope this helps you in terms of the sizing of the clubs and the shapes.